to Spill the Métis with host Dark Angel. Spill the Métis is the place to be with topics that you want to hear. So grab a seat and enjoy the show. Welcome to Spill the Métis. Spill the Métis. Spill the Métis. Spill the Métis. Spill the Métis.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the very first episode of the Dark Angel Talk Show. I am your host, the Dark Angel. So before I bring my guests in here, just know, make sure y'all grab your popcorn. Make sure y'all go grab the snacks because things are about to get messy up in here, y'all. And I mean messy. So I am going to send this link to some people and then we will get started, y'all. All right, I sent the link, and as soon as these people come in here, we will definitely get started. But like I said, make sure y'all go grab the popcorn. Make sure y'all go grab the snacks because things are about to get messy up in here, and I mean messy. Let's just say that people just does not know how to keep their mouth shut. People just does not know. Sorry for my stutteriness. People just does not know when to stop and when to quit. Like, I just don't understand. And another thing too, stay tuned for I'm gonna do maybe 3 or 4 parts of a series I'm gonna be working on. Basically talking about being in a domestic violence relationship and getting mentally abused and things like that. So make sure y'all definitely stay tuned for that for sure and stuff like that. So again, it's going to be 4 parts to this video I'm going to be doing. Basically like a documentary, I should say, you know, me talking about what happened to me and stuff like that. So again, make sure y'all stay tuned and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for my guests to come in here and go from there, you know, because things are about to get messy in the Dark Angel Talk Show. So I'm going to see. So yeah, make sure y'all go grab the popcorn too because it's about to get messy, and I'm gonna be sharing, you know, my thoughts about all this stuff that's going on right now, and things like that. So, all right, we're gonna add my guest in here. What is up, the Devil's Skulls?
Doing good.
Well, that's good. So, things are about to get messy in here.
Very dicey.
So I'm gonna wait for another person to come in here, and let's just say, like I said, get the popcorn, get your snacks, and things are about to literally get messy up in here. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't show anything yet.
One second.
And let's just say evidence will be shared. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm just gonna say this. So this individual will not stop having people's names in their mouths. And I'm going to say this. When you sit here and you watch this live video and my 4 parts of my little documentary series or whatever, telling my story and my side, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna wonder that you should not have people's names in their mouths, because you do realize that you don't know what they're capable of doing to you. And I am going to be showing evidence too during that little segment, but I have another guest on here.
Oh no.
What's up, Adonis?
What's up?
Oh, nothing much. So things are about to get messy in
Oh
here.
boy.
So while we wait for another guest to come in here, just know that this certain individual needs to stop having people's names in their mouth, because you do realize that the more you keep on continuing to have people's names in your mouth, consequences are going to occur. And evidence will be shared too. Because
Right.
no. And I will be showing that in my 4 parts of me telling my story and stuff. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And things like that. But I'm gonna share some of it in this little live stream. So I'm gonna give y'all a chance to say something about this certain individual. So the floor's yours.
All I got left to say is this. As far as controversy over the fact that our names are being squandered or even completely illegally put on blast at some point in time, we ask of you, cease all bad words about us. We haven't mentioned any bad words about these 2 individuals, let alone even if it's at least one individual, for many months and many days and many weeks at a time. We've been doing our own thing, the way it was originally meant to be. We have our own plans to do what we gotta do, and then some. What we ask of you, drop the act, drop the childish ordeals, drop the attitude lean towards those ordeals, and then some. That's all we ask for. Even though we not like each other for a long haul, however, let this be known, and just for the record, because we're going to say this one time only, a cordial and a civil type voice.
Welcome, Gunshot.
Knock off the charades, knock off the shenanigans. Stop swallowing our product. Stop swallowing our project. Stop swallowing this. Stop swallowing that.
Can I just
We
say
do the
that
best we can.
Before I joined in here, dude, Messenger was tweaking so bad. I tried clicking the damn StreamYard link and it wasn't working. I had to literally delete Messenger and re-download the bitch just to get the damn link to work. That pissed me off. Just so everybody knows. Because I kept clicking the link and it said, oh, this thing might be removed or broken. I'm like, fuck you. There's nothing broken and nothing's been removed, you fucking asshole. So I had to go and delete fucking Messenger to get the goddamn thing to even fucking work.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
That made me so damn mad. I had to fucking re-download Messenger out this bitch. Finally decides to work. Anyway, now, can't have a talk show without one of the single greatest backyard wrestlers of all time, your current HFW Doomsday champion, the Anarchist of backyard wrestling, the Anarchist in general. I am Gunshot. How y'all doing?
Doing just fine. As I was saying before you made your rare appearance here, as I was saying, we give people, whoever these people are, and they know who they are, we give them this final offer. Quit slandering their names, quit slandering our product, stop slandering everything about us from top down, day in and day out, and stay out of our business and out of our way. Keep your delusions out of our face and out of our way, period. Enough blood, enough losses, and enough torment has been spilled already.
Hello, C2K.
And furthermore, we're not going to have a repeat of deja vu happening again and again and again. Enough. Enough is enough.
And I also want to say this too. You really think having my name in your mouth is gonna get you anywhere? You must really be obsessed with me in order for you to sit here and talk about me when I wasn't the one that did what they did. I wasn't the one who, sat here and said, "Oh, don't go out with your friends. Don't go out with your family." I never said that. But yet you could go out and hang out with little kids, right? You can go out and hang out with little kids. But yeah, I couldn't do nothing in my life. Like, how does that make sense to you? And for you to also sit here and downgrade me and to sit here and disrespect my family, you need help, because you talk about that people in this universe need psychological help, but you're the one that is crazy. You're the one that needs psychiatric help. Because me personally, I talk to somebody professionally and the person helps me. So I'm getting the help I need. It's you that needs the help.
And I also speak on this. I've lost so many friends in the past years or so up until this very point. I had to let go 2 friends of mine due to the fact they couldn't get their act together and they couldn't behave properly due to the code of conduct that is specifically instructed on each area of the person's contract. That way they keep themselves safe and sound. And guess
I
what?
would
I hate to say it. But however, now they pay the ultimate price because they went against my friendly advice just because I'm trying to conduct the business as far as making this wrestling promotion fundamental as best as humanly possible. But now people making it look like we're a joke, and which we're not. It's disgusting. People
And
need to learn to quit while they're ahead. If a problem ensues from outside the company and you bring it along the far front, it's best for you to let it go and let it be. Leave your situations out the door. You come into work like you're supposed to. Put it to work from start to middle to finish. The last thing we don't need and don't want, even on the first try, is to meddle on and on with the exact same problem each and every single week. Then day after day, week to week, month to month, year after year. You know what's going to happen? When somebody try to give you a good word and give you some free nickels worth of advice to help you save yourself from further humiliation up to this very point, it's going to get old. It's going to get stale. And guess what? Your friends is going to pass on with or without your consent. And when the friendship is stale, the last thing it's going to become a complete fade away. A major fade away. Only because you could listen in due to the fact. You should listen when you have the chance. It's not telling you what to do because nobody is not going to be a father figure to you. Nobody's not going to be a motherly figure to you. They're just being a concerned friend over another to make sure your head is on straight and making sure you're doing the right thing for yourself and above others. It's time for people like that to stop thinking in their selfish way that friendly advice don't mean nothing to anyone. Like it's not in the logic. And now, since we quietly released two people with their identities withheld going forward, they're no longer in the company only because they let their legal troubles get the better of them. And somehow, in some way, from a business front of view, and this is with all due respect to them, we wish them all the best in their future endeavors. We had to do the right call and make the right decision as a whole. Not just one of us, but as a whole. Due to the fact we cannot risk letting this go underneath the microscope. If something were to happen to each and any one of us, if the premiere was going to go down and the cops pulling up out of nowhere, known as a fugitive on the loose, that's going to look bad on us. That's the first thing they don't want to see, and that's the last thing we don't want to see.
BTW.
I'm not gonna let lightning strike twice in the exact same place.
BTW, I would be holding my belt, but I'm laying in bed, and that belt is metal, and it's heavy, and I don't feel like picking it up and holding it over my shoulder today or tonight because it's midnight, and I think everybody understands why I don't really want to do that.
Let this be a lesson learned.
But everybody knows I'm Doomsday Champion. Sorry, I'm not trying to change the subject. I was just trying to tell people why I'm not holding my title.
you're fine.
Yeah, go. I'm sorry. Continue on.
I mean, what I'm saying is in closing. Please take this as a lesson learned. Do not, I repeat, do not slander our product in any way, shape, or form to make us look and sound bad like we're in the weak. None of us is in the weak. If you think pushing us into overdrive in a bad way is going to make it better for yourself, you really guess again.
And
The last thing you don't want it to happen based off of anybody, no matter if it's a legal problem or not, is get wrapped up in something that none of us don't have a clue of what to make of and what to do about it. And we don't want that. That's the main reason why two individuals whose identities remain withheld is no longer with the company. Because we're trying to prevent that from happening, and we're going to continue to prevent that from happening going forward. It's due to the fact we're trying to make things fundamental for everybody to be entertained with, not use the promotion as a hangout joint for drama, controversy, scandals, or pranks, or anything of that nature. That's prohibited from us doing what we gotta do.
Yes. Amen. Now, I also want to add on this too, and I don't care if you're watching, I don't care what, but why do you assume that you just want to continue to have my name in your mouth? Like, are you you're literally so obsessed with me to the point where it I have a sour taste in my mouth.
Why you so obsessed with me? I just want to know.
All I want to say is this: even though I speak for all of us, especially if it's in Jessica's behalf or AKA Dark Angel's behalf, you understand people can be obsessed over time. When you cause that obsession, guess what? That obsession becomes an issue for anybody to let go. When it's an issue that people have a hard time letting go, guess what? It's an ultimate price to pay. You got family and you got friends. They're gonna turn their backs against you in due time.
Hey, you want to know why though that this person always has Jessica's name in their mouth? It's because they have a very tiny dick, so they have to fucking be obsessed over something to try to get their dick hard. But then they realize, oh shit, my thing's only 2 inches, so let me try to talk shit instead. But then realizes, oh yeah, you just dumbass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly,
It's all part of
and
the fucking small dick energy.
and honestly, it's like you should not be worried about what I'm doing with my life. You should not be worried about who I'm with, who I'm speaking to, or nothing. You should be worried about your so-called new relationship. You should be worried about that instead of worrying about what I have going on in my life. And not to mention, my life is much, much better right now. I got my friend because you made me lose my friends. You made me trapped inside my own house, my own territory. So now I can go out, I can do what I want. I can what's the word? I can not be trapped in my own house. You made me feel trapped in my own house. And you will not let me you can sit here and say that you let me go out with my best friend and my family. No, you didn't. Every time I told you that I was going out with my best friend and my family, who would get mad? You would constantly blow up my phone. You would get so mad to the point where we would be arguing. You would get so mad at me saying, "Oh, why aren't you answering me? Oh, why aren't you texting me back? This and this." So, why was it I just don't understand why it wasn't an issue for you to go out and hang out with little kids that's not your age. And with me, I had to stay home and be trapped pretty much.
All right, now I got to say something now.
Go ahead.
This is
Wait, hang out with little kids that aren't his age. Can somebody call Chris Hansen?
all right.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes, a real.
Really? Did
There's
nobody
there's
get that
people.
reference? Did nobody
There's
get
people
that?
nowadays. I'm sorry, but there's people nowadays. They went to jail for this. They can be seriously doing hard time up to like 10, 15, or even 20 years of their natural life, knowing what they have lost.
Okay, what did you guys say, C2K?
I'm gonna say what we really here for. So can I have everybody's attention and can you give me my chance to speak?
Go
First
ahead.
of all, this is how I'm going to start. Do you see that right there, Zach? Copyrighted protected. Something that you don't have. Copyrighted protected. Hold on. Let me show you more.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing really sarcastically because this is so
Patent of the business. Something that you don't have. Patent of the business. Did you see your name in here whatsoever? There's two names you see, right? There's two names that says the inventor, who's the inventor, who had the idea, and I don't see your name up in here. The two names that I do see right here. Basically, it's C2K Power Secure and Dark Angel. Now, do you know what this right here? Do you know what this right here is? Something that will protect the company, something that you don't have. Hold on. Trademark of the company. You don't have that, don't you? Hold on.
It gets better. It gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
Copyright
And I'm
of
just sitting here
each
laughing sarcastically, so don't mind me.
copyright of
I
each name. Who is? Hold on. It's my turn. This is the name who are basically the owners, who are the co-owners, who are the president, the name of the record company, email, contact number, copyrighted, protected.
hold on, wait a minute,
No, 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 no. You had your minute. Let me talk.
Wait, no,
You
dude,
have your turn.
this is important. Hold on now.
No, 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 no.
I like
Excuse
I like
me.
how you have the copyright thing. That's actually good. However,
Okay.
I don't want to burst your bubble or anything. That may not work
Turn on.
because of
keep
the
talking.
fact that TNA had Impact Wrestling, and they might
No,
try to
no, no,
say
no, no,
that,
no, no,
okay,
no, no, no.
I
We are not
trademarked this a
copyrighted from
while
anybody, so
ago. You
we're
know what I
gonna stop
mean?
right there. I'm gonna stop it right there. No, 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 no. It has nothing to do with TNA Impact. I don't know where you getting on, but we're not gonna do that.
Well, no,
So please,
I understand.
Hold
what
on,
you're
guys,
saying.
guys,
I mean,
guys,
like,
guys,
yeah,
okay.
guys,
Like I said,
I
I'm talking.
understand what you're saying.
You
guys,
have your
Alright.
turn.
guys.
Let me talk.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. One at a time. But go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I understand what he's.
Okay, I
I
understand that, but
understand what
okay.
he's saying.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on.
you always do
One
this
at a
every
time.
time, so we're not gonna go through this again. You always do this.
But like, the company is called High Impact, Pro
Okay, it
Wrestling,
has nothing
and
to do
TNA
with
might be like,
TNA
oh, we
Impact.
had
So
Impact Wrestling
no, we're not
first.
gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. So can I keep going, please? Thank you.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
understand.
I
We
just figured I'd bring it
understand.
up real quick, just in case the copyright thing
Well,
doesn't work.
you shouldn't do that because that's irrelevant.
Even though,
Well,
but
it's not generally
guys,
irrelevant. It was a
guys,
fair thing to bring up.
Can I
You know what I mean?
please?
guys. Wait a minute.
However,
Wait a minute.
continue on.
Okay.
It's
Done
for his talk. I do like how he got that though, just in case
Okay.
this individual
Anyway,
tries to pull some.
But
anyway,
what I'm trying to say,
we gotta keep going.
well, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. Okay, give me a brief minute. Now, if it comes out that if Impact Wrestling becomes an issue, C2K will address that point when he crosses that bridges when he gets there. That's all I'm trying to clear up for that. Just a little bit.
Exactly. All right, so now, before I was interrupted, I want you to see this right here. I want you, I want you to really see this right here. Okay? Oh, this is for the Sack Attack show. I'm sorry. Something that I will, you know what? I will talk about that later. Hold on. I will get to that later. But I'm going to go to where everything started.
Hey, CTK, I wanted to make a little statement real quick
Because
I'm going to address something that appeared on the Zack Attack show that I need to physically address. Well, I'm going to give the floor back to you. But once I'm addressing this, I needed a fair warning to Zack Attack and Joe. Do not ever advertise individuals that you do not have contract with on your company, knowing that they're not backyard wrestlers and they're associated with a major promotion, which I will not name. They have been notified and they are willing to take legal action against you.
And I really want to apologize to the show. We apologize. I'm a little tipsy right now. I've
And
been
we also
it was
we
really a hard day
apologize.
today.
We also apologize on behalf of the the argument that took place not too long ago under Christian's expense, aka Mr. Gunshot, to say the least. We apologize on that behalf. So we're going to keep it cordial and civil as best as humanly possible. So just
All right.
to literally name that in advance. But go ahead.
So I wanna show where everything started, Zach, because you always want to say that you did this, that you created the HRPW, that you came up with the idea. Guess what? I got conversations with you and I. This was basically on January 1st, 2024, to 12:13 a.m. It came from your messenger to my messenger
Wait. Uh-huh.
right here. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, you saying Happy New Year's, brother. I say Happy New Year. And you said that you were trying to phone me. And next thing you know, I said, hey, I got this idea that, I want to create a wrestling with y'all. And I say, I came up with the name, I said, we could say HPW, but I didn't know what it meant. This is when Dark Angel came, and helped me with everything. But she's the second owner of HIPW. And just to show everyone in here the idea who came with the idea. Okay, this right here is very legal. Now I'm gonna keep going. Okay. All right. I did show you guys the pen on the business. I did show the pen on the business right here.
Mm-hmm.
Poor man's copyright. You barely can see it, but this is the poor man's copyright, very legal for the company. Okay, let's keep going. I already showed the copyright. Already did. Do you see this logo right here?
Also, to be on a more positive side, I want to make a quick birthday shout out to former women's tag team champion and former NXT UK star, now a current main roster star from SmackDown. Happy birthday to Piper Niven.
Okay, I did show that we copyrighted. Okay, I did show that copyright.
Also, quick birthday shout out and a happy birthday to Mr. One Half of American Made and one of the Creed brothers, Mr. Brutus Creed. Happy birthday.
So also, like I said, did you see this right here? This is the logo that me and Dark Angel came with of the company. So now, as
Also, final birthday shout out to one of the most longest pop, soul, and funk superstars and legendary pioneers and entrepreneurs in the history of music. Happy 75th birthday to legendary Stevie Wonder.
So, okay. You and I had an agreement, which you broke. You broke the agreement, and on August 28, 2024. This is August 28, 2024.
Hold on, C2K. Hold on, just a second. Hold on.
I continue to UK.
Hmm?
I think you had to go grab something real quick.
Okay.
Keep on talking.
So, like I was saying earlier,
What?
they made a statement on Zack Attack Show saying that they were going to bring two certain individuals that are well-known wrestlers and well-traveled, and you two know they are not backyard wrestling. They are professional independent wrestlers that have made multiple TV debuts. I have notified their company, and they are going to take legal action. I have worked with these individuals on multiple occasions, and I can guarantee you these two individuals are not backyard wrestling. They will not damage their reputation by joining any backyard wrestling. So I don't know why you would advertise them by saying their name and relying on national YouTube that you're bringing them when you did not bring them. And you know
Especially,
you don't have
especially,
the money to pay for their talent and their travel.
especially without their announcement or their consent.
Or going to the popular channel.
Especially when not dealing with their agency, which we don't know who or what their agency is all about.
Especially
That too,
with the
that too is slanderish as well.
And their agency they are currently contract with is not no small little agency. This is the worldwide agency.
Now, I want to show this right here.
It's an international company.
And I know she's going to show it too, because we see me, you know.
I couldn't find it.
Oh, it's okay. That's right. It's okay. So there's an agreement right here. The human to Sack Attack broke. This is what issue only this on August 27, 2024 at 5 p.m. at Facebook Messenger, a conversation that you and I had. So you and I made an agreement, basically that we was not going to talk about each other on each other's show, on any podcast or whatever. We're not going to mention names and whatever. Spoke about HIPW, and because you didn't want to have a match with me in RCEW for the company, because you knew I was going to kick your butt. You knew I was going to beat you up. Why? Because Mr. Baby Boy always wants to win and never wants to lose. Number one. So since, because you didn't want to wrestle me because you knew I was going to beat you, it was career versus career. And at the same time, it was for the HIPW company. Whoever wins will stay as the owner. You didn't want to. So we make an agreement, which there is a video of you forfeiting. You forfeit. Not only you forfeit the company, you forfeit by, because you didn't want to get beat up by me. So guess what? You forfeit your title.
And also, I am the witness to that because I was in the room when you did that video.
Oh,
Exactly. So yeah, you forfeit. So okay, we can agree, man. I will be HIPW 1.0 and you will be HIPW 2.0.
can you do? I'm sorry, Queen Mary. Can you do Mr. Gunshot a favor that's waiting backstage and remove him from backstage because his phone is starting to freeze inadvertently?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You went out with the agreement for.
I still have an iPhone 11, and sometimes this phone likes to act like a piece of shit. So it's like when she put me backstage, I was like, shit. Please get me out of backstage. It's gonna make my phone fuck up. Anyway,
It's understandable. But go ahead.
I apologize. I just googled some shit. We really C2K, you're all good. You shouldn't get in trouble for
I was good. I knew that.
for using Impact Wrestling because
Yeah,
Jeff
I knew that.
Jarrett used to run a place called Global Force Wrestling, and it was under
knew
the
that.
Impact name, and a bunch of people have done that over the years.
Yeah.
So you're all good. I googled that. I just didn't want to see you get into trouble because I know that wrestling companies have hit people with copyright strikes before. For example, ROH, Ring of Honor, they have done that a lot of times
I
over the
know,
years.
I know what
Hell,
I
even
get it, but
AEW has
I
done it
have
recently.
been. I want to say this, man. This is not my first time having a wrestling company. I've been doing this for 24 years right now. I know how to run a company.
Man. So like you're well experienced with this. Like
You know, I'm
I am
very
too.
experienced in
I've been doing
companies.
this
I
for
do my
12
studies.
years. So I mean I'm
I
well
do.
experienced with this stuff
I
too.
know, but once again, I do my studies all the whole time. I had created more than probably 10 back wrestling companies already. I know what to do, and I know that if you trust and believe, like Tim said, I would have fixed it right away because I'm very brilliant like that. Anyway,
Yeah, absolutely. I trust you. I
okay,
also
so now,
this is a good thing that you had receipts for all this too. So
yeah, I do, and okay, like I said, Zach, the agreement that you and I had, that you was not gonna talk about me anymore. I wasn't gonna talk about you anymore, and in whatever, and doing HIPW 2.0, which you did for a little bit, but then you went on your stuck up ways because you stuck up, stubborn, stuck up, stupid idiot, annoying. That's who you are. And then you got the nerve. You got the freaking nerve, the disrespect, the nerve to doing matches, videos, creating a YouTube channel for HIPW, and doing matches without my permission and Dark Angel's permission, doing it without any permission of the board of directors and management. How dare you? Copywriting from something that is not yours, something that you didn't even create it. You was part of it, but you was fired not once, not twice, once again, 3 times. Was fired from HIPW. Now let's speak about those videos that even though I did went to HRPW, I explained the fans because the fans were confused. I had to clean up the trash, the garbage that you did. I had to clean up as an owner. I had to clean up your mess. Why? Because you had the nerve to doing videos and matches and even defending a title that has nothing to do with HIPW. That title, you fulfilled that title. That title was never yours in the first place. You put yourself as, oh, because, and I'm going to say it, first of all, that was a birthday gift that your friend gave to you. And what did you do? I'm going to show you this is what you did.
speaking of the friend who gave it to him, I bought that belt just so everybody is aware. I'm the one who gave that to him. I bought that motherfucking thing. That was my money. I spent $215 on it.
And you know what? And they used to owe you that $200.
Well, no, I don't think he
No,
ever
say
paid me
it,
back
say
for
it,
it.
say it. No, say it. You told me that he owed you money.
Oh yeah, no,
Anyway,
he definitely owes. And you know what pisses me off more? After I bought him that belt, that motherfucker had the audacity, literally the next day, to try to get me to cash at him $30.
And you know what? And you know what? He broke that title.
After I bought him a belt, and then he bitched and whined because I wouldn't cash app him $30.
And another thing too, and I want to put this out there. Okay. So when you got that belt, did you take care of it? No. You know what you did?
He broke it.
You see that?
He broke that shit, bro. He did. He broke it.
Against this. And don't sit there and say that you didn't slam against it, because you did.
He did.
It was an accident.
Broke this cabinet, this beautiful cabinet my grandma gave me. You slammed it against that cabinet because every time someone would tell you the truth, every time someone would speak
He
facts,
was slamming it.
you would bang it. And no wonder why the plate is effed up, because your dumb ass kept on throwing it up against that cabinet.
And I want to talk about that.
And you can't keep your emotion in check.
And I want to talk about that. You had the audacity to break something that your well, I don't know if you guys are friends or now, but by that time, your friend,
We're not friends. I don't talk.
So your friend gave to you after birthday? You had no respect. This man right here spent $200 something from his heart. He did it from the bottom of his heart. Bought it for you for your birthday. And what did you do? You broke that title. You broke that title.
Oh yeah, this is probably gonna piss people off more. At that time, I was living with a friend of mine until I could get back up on my own 2 feet. And that day I bought the title, I was actually very close to actually getting my own place, and I almost had enough money to put a down payment on a place. And I spent the money that I was going to use to put a down payment on the place.
You did.
And I spent it on a birthday gift for him because I was generally a nice guy.
You did.
So I ended up not getting that place. I mean, it all worked out at the end, though, because, I mean, I ended up moving somewhere else and living with a now ex of mine. But, yeah, that's, that we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, but yeah, just wanted to put that out there. So the thing that I sacrificed for him to have something nice, he fucked it up. So that pissed me off.
He messed that up, and every time that, and gonna trust my witness, every time we would talk on the phone, he would try to fix it, but he kept on messing it up. And like I said, that is the damage that you caused.
Oh yeah, didn't he also put viruses in your laptop and break it because he kept watching porn on your laptop and he put viruses in it and he broke it?
Oh no! Speaking of that, okay, let's sit here and talk about that. So, I used to work at a hotel, a local hotel that's by me, okay? And I was trying to find a job. So that was my last question. So I went and treated myself because, I deserved it because I worked hard. So I took it upon myself to buy this beautiful laptop that I paid $800, keep that in mind, to $900.
Wow.
So then I came home one day from work and yeah.
Oh, hold on. He was watching. Hold on. He was talking to a tranny too.
Oh yeah, he was talking to a tranny.
He was pretty much watching inappropriate content.
And not to mention too, he told me he dropped it. No. You punched it because let me tell you this. You had dents on my lap. You had dents on my laptop. You had dents on my laptop. You obviously broke it. And then you sat up in here saying, "Oh, when I get a job, I'll buy you a new one." Bullshit.
And now I want to say something too. Cause now because I'm really pissed off right now. I'm to that point right now. My anger.
And I mean, not only did he break it, but then like before he broke it, did he like put viruses in it too? Because he wouldn't stop watching porn.
Yeah, he was fucking playing Roblox with Cowboy.
Yep. I know that.
Who the fuck is Cowboy?
You know who I'm talking about.
Wait, you talking about Logan?
Yes.
Hey, just so everybody knows, Logan is a fucking pathetic loser who doesn't shower and he wipes his ass with chlorine wipes. That's not a joke.
Bad
either.
idea.
Like,
Bad idea.
I have a witness to this, right? Fucking. So this when Jessica and you know who were still together, right? They went out to Logan's house, and Logan had chlorine wipes. I think was it on his bathroom sink, right?
Yes.
Right, and there was no toilet paper on the toilet paper roll. He had no toilet paper in his house whatsoever. So Jessica, being funny, asked him, "What the hell do you wipe your ass with?" And he pointed at the sink. At the
Bad
chlorine
idea.
wipes. And this
Bad idea.
Because I was on the phone with them, and my instant thought was, "What the hell are you trying to do? Bleach your asshole?"
Well, that didn't work.
And you know what's even more fucked up? This Logan dude opened the closet and underneath the sink, and there was more chlorine wipes in there. This dude does not buy toilet paper. He wipes his ass with chlorine wipes, doesn't shower, and then I think you told me he doesn't even brush his fucking teeth, so his breath smells like crap.
You know how tight his shoes he wants to.
His breath smells like shit, apparently.
He does not shower. He literally he doesn't shower, and I also. Oh, we're gonna get to this too. So, not only did I catch him cheating, but every time I would confront him, he would sit there and act all dumb and stupid. So then one day I was cleaning and I found condoms. I found 4 pocket pussies.
But that didn't last.
And I also caught your ass doing something in my bathroom.
Ugh.
Wait,
I thought venereal disease.
Wait, are you talking about Logan or are you talking about...
No, I'm talking about the F-head.
Oh, okay.
Keep it PG.
I was talking about Logan. Logan doesn't brush his goddamn teeth.
I thought it was like key lime disease.
Logan doesn't brush his teeth. He doesn't shower, and he also wipes his ass with chlorine wipes.
I know. We're not gonna keep Skulls up for this long. So Skulls, you can excuse yourself if you want to. Thank you for tuning in on the Dark Angel Show. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, you guys. I got a show to do tomorrow. I'm a very busy man.
Hey, Skulls, can I give you a little tip of advice before you go? This is gonna be funny.
Yeah, the house always wins.
Hold on. No. Make sure when you go and take a shit, either use a bidet or toilet paper. Don't use the chlorine wipes.
I say good luck.
No, hey, I don't even need her. I just need your pillowcase.
That's funny.
Fuck you. Anyway, have
That's
a good
funny.
night, brother.
Make sure you tune in to Skulls Talk Live this upcoming week. So stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
See you, Skulls.
All right.
Hey, remember, people, don't wipe your ass with chlorine wipes. Don't be like Logan. Anyway, moving past that.
Anyway, back to Retro at Hand. Hopefully, we got a couple minutes to go before we conclude the Dark Angel Show here. Go ahead. Proceed.
Okay, so I also wanted to say this. If anybody is in I'm gonna make my series, make sure y'all stay tuned for that, my past relationship and stuff like that, so explaining my side of the story. So make sure everyone stays tuned for that. But I just wanted to say this too, like, you may sit here and you may say that you're in a relationship and she's a better person and this, and I treated you with disrespect, which that is wrong because
Can I say something about that?
I treated you nothing but with honesty and I was loyal to you. I could have talked to other guys, but I chose not to do that because I was so-called happy, right? But why was it okay for you to not have me go through your phone? You would get mad because I would take your phone. But yet, when my phone was upstairs, you went through me and my best friend's conversations. And not to mention, he went through everybody on here's conversations.
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something? I want to say something
Go
about
ahead.
that. First of
Oh,
all,
and then it wasn't even that. He also legitimately fucking told me whenever and like this is when he was in New Jersey with you. He literally like told me, "Oh yeah, when you come to like New Jersey, I'm gonna need to like borrow your phone. I gotta go through it for the wrestling thing." And I was like, "The fuck you need to go through my phone for?" I don't know if you remember that conversation,
Hmm.
but he literally
okay,
told me he had to go through my phone for a wrestling thing.
okay, listen here, and this is for Shaq. Listen here, you sex offender. Ooh, did I say that? Yeah, I say you are a sex offender, touching a girl. Ooh. Anyway, this is when I'm gonna take my head off because I'm so pissed off right now, and everybody know when people can't get pissed off, run away. Let me tell you something straight up. When you go with that girl over there, because I see it with my own eyes, and I can say because I was video chatting with you the whole freaking time, every single day. And I saw everything that you was doing to that girl. You was disrespecting her, trying to control her. Did you see how she dressed right now? Couldn't she dress when she was with you? No, because she was always doing in pajamas. That girl was always in pajamas. Even on my talk shows. That girl was always in pajamas, and I would tell that kid, dress nice. You're gonna be my show, or for her show, which was the Queen Talk Show. And no, she couldn't even be in, dressed nice for the show because she always had to dress in pajamas. Okay, now she was like some type of little girl. That's number one. So okay, so you always wanted to control her in her talk shows, telling her what to do. Telling her what to do, what she could say on her talk show. When I was the one that created her talk show, I say, I told Black Angel, this is your show, say whatever you want to say. You can have whatever, people you want to have in your, this is your show, it's for you. But no, you always wanted to be on her show to not only control her but control her show, and they're being disrespectful, which I confronted you many freaking times. When you was going on my show, on K Talk Show, told her to shut up or whatever. But that's not how you speak a woman. But you are a little boy. You're not a real man. You never was and never will be. But even on her own show. And the many times that everyone's doing video chatting, you used to have, this she used to always just, be pissed off, stressed out because she was with you. She was dealing with your sorry ass. That girl couldn't go nowhere, couldn't spend time with her best friend because you always have to say something. Oh, what about me? Why can't I go with her? Shut the hell up. Because you was all the time going to the park, doing whatever you was doing. And trust me, I am witness about that. Because I used to, come on, man. I was used to be the chat with you every single freaking day. And I see
And
everything. I saw
I
everything
mean,
how you do.
whoever I would say this too. Whoever your stepdad is, your biological dad, your mother, like God rest their soul. If they were still alive right about now, over like nearly 5 years from now, guess what? At the end of the day, they will both be ashamed of you. They would really be ashamed of you. You know what they would have done right about now? They would take you alongside and give you a harsh lesson in reality. A very stiff, harsh lesson in reality.
And
And
you know
trust
what?
me, it would have been 10 times worse than whatever you had pain that you had before.
But at the same time, you still had the nerves to make videos of HIPW, which I mean, nobody talked to us, nobody communicated with us, nobody asked permission, nobody did. They storylines that you was trying to make, and which it never came to Dark Angel, never came to me, it never came to Tim, never came to Kevin,
But
never
I
came
got
to
I got
JJ.
this I got this final thing to say too. Normally, I don't speak about this from time to time, even though we don't mention names for the longest time. Even though I got nothing more but mad respect for anybody, and I mean anybody, that should have left it alone a long time ago. But I want to say this for this one time and one time only. Stop putting my friends in the list of everything that you shouldn't be saying or doing just because you want this attention for no apparent reason at all. Because you don't earn the attention, you don't need the attention, you don't deserve the attention.
And at the same time, listen, what I was going to say about those little videos that you put. Irrelevant, they don't exist because they never was in the record of HIPW. Never happened in HIPW. Your so-called title range, your title reign, that doesn't exist in our records. So it's relevant, will not be permitted in
And
the
just so you
HIPW.
know, just so you know, to make sure that none of it's being spoken of ever again, and to ensure my career remains intact, and make sure it doesn't go tarnished all over again, I'm going to make sure I will do everything within my power to keep everything afloat the way it was supposed to from this
Exactly.
point forward. Because I'm not going to speak. I'm going to speak anything less about it from this point forward, especially after today. I'm going to keep my career because I not only I deserved it, I earned it.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing too. Those people that wrestle 18 hours ago, 19 hours ago, 20 hours ago, I say that they never was part of HIPW. And I want to say this, even though they never was employees of HIPW, they fired like you are because that never happened. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not part of our records of HIPW. So, oh yeah, and the hardcore. There was another one was the hardcore. That title too. No. As for now, the HIPW Grand Prix Heavyweight Champion remains vacant. Your so-called storyline is erased. Your so-called title uh, is erased. So guess what? You never was the HIPW Grand Prix Heavyweight Champion. I don't care what you said. You can go on the show. Which hold on, since we're saying about that little show, even though I did so. Let me look over here. Hold on. Even though I did show proof for the talk show that I created, your talk show, the Tech Attack show that I created. You can see right here. This is the copyright of the Psych Attack Show. Say the date, the month, the year, the hour. 1st January 15th, 2023, 9 p.m. Creator and founder of the show, Teresa Tego Jr., aka C2K Chorus to Kill. Where it was established in Facebook Messenger, how it was established, and this is the story, blah, 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 blah. But this is why it's a copyright of the Psych Attack Show, which you are not allowed to be in that show anymore, and you shouldn't because was fired. I fired you for that show. So you can go there and say whatever you want to say on your talk show with only one beer that you have. Let me say something straight up. Okay, I want to put it in your idiotic, retarded, stupid mind. And I don't care. I don't say it because I don't care about you. You can do whatever shows you want to do. As HIPW, guess what? They will never exist. So you,
Hey, not trying to be an asshole or anything, but just putting this out here, right? Okay, we're on YouTube, right? You know, we got fans and everything. Some of the fans that watch our stuff have special needs, and I know it wasn't directed towards them, but maybe we shouldn't use the word retarded. I think it would have been better off to just call him a dumbass.
that's worse.
That is not worse.
That's worse calling people retarded. That's way worse. You calling somebody a dumbass.
Well, I
That's
mean, if the
it's
shoe
still the
fits,
same
dude.
thing. It still has the same meaning.
I
Anyway,
mean, if the shoe fucking fits, dude. You know.
hey, if the shoe is fit, it will fit where it fit, right? Anyway,
Well, yeah, I guess you got a fair
so
point
okay,
on that one. Fair
so like
point.
I said, I want to say this, and I'm going to tell you straight out, Zack Attack. I'm just done with you, brother. I'm done with all this stupid. After this show, like I do in my talk show, I cross. This is what I always do. I cross that forbidden door that should never be open. I did it on C2K and friends. Close the door that should never be open. And now we're
Man.
doing it at a Dark Angel show at the Spitting the Tea with Dark Angel. We're crossing that door, forbidden door that should never be open. We open it. Now we're gonna cross it once again. And I'm gonna say this.
Hey, though. I've been wanting to say this through the entire show. This is off the topic. I gotta put this out here. And C2K, this is completely up to you, my brother. Completely up to you.
Mm,
I recently got offered a challenge by an individual in the backyard scene who's grown quite popular.
okay.
I got issued a challenge by Dalton Skull, who told me he'd give me a shot for him and his tag team partners' tag team titles if I could find myself a tag team partner.
Let's do it.
Now, C2K, my brother, you
Uh,
down the tag team? You
hell yeah.
down to go for the BYCW tag team titles?
Let's do it. I'm really familiar with Dotson. He was in my show before. He's a real cool guy. Definitely. I will do it.
But
Gunshot
I,
and
I
C2K
also
on the
I
same
would
page, tag team in the challenge for tag titles. I like the sound of it. Anybody else like the sound of it?
yes.
Hmm.
And finally, I want to make sure to be for the record to ensure as C2K, Skulls, Gunshot, even Queen May as my witnesses. My my career was nearly tarnished before. I'm not gonna let it be tarnished again due to some crappy, filthy, disgusting, slanderous
And
ordeal
we're not
that's
going
gonna
to.
trap my career and push it back to rubbish again, ever.
And
Because
trust
I
and believe,
fought tooth and nail. I fought tooth and nail to get where I need to
we're
be,
not going to.
especially under the good graces of everybody who was surrounding me, especially with WCE. And I'm gonna do the best I can to fight for what's right, to keep that career that I have clean.
Exactly. We are not going to. See that? See
All
that?
right, y'all. So this will include the first episode of the Dark Angel Talk Show. As C2K mentioned, we would like to bury the hatchet. I just act like this individual never existed on our platforms and stuff like that. But I will say this last thing and last thing only. How about you go find something else better to do rather than slander our names and keep on bringing our names up? Why don't you just focus on bigger and better things for your life? Why don't you focus on getting yourself a job? Why don't you focus on bettering
Yeah.
yourself?
Keep that agreement. Okay. Keep that agreement. You know, keep that
I
agreement.
I recently asked around about that. Apparently, he's on a disability thing and can't get a job because
Well,
he's on a
that's good for him.
disability
I
thing.
don't give a hell because he can because
We
if
don't give a F.
But like I said, there's no need to keep on pushing any further than it already is. The damage is done. It's over. It is over. The playtime ads are over. The slanderish ads, everything you can think of, from top to bottom, all the lies, all the deceitfulness, slanderishness, all of it, over, done. It's damage beyond repair. Keep it that way. It's over. That's it.
Mhm.
Doors
It's going to
closed.
draw to a point when enough is enough. If you keep on pursuing it the way it's not supposed to, legal action can and will be used against you,
and
especially to the fullest limit of the law.
and I'm gonna
And
say this,
sadly, it will
why
be
don't
you.
like I said, why don't you go and better yourself instead of being a bum ass?
It will be you.
I don't care what you're doing with your so-called new girlfriend. I don't care I don't care what you're doing in your life. Worry about yourself instead of worry about what I have going on. Because the more you continue,
Another thing, just keep away from my family and most importantly, keep away from my friends. Period. It's over. It's done. The damage is done and so are you.
the more you keep on continuing to have my name in your mouth, the more obsessed you are with me. Like, it must have been that good to you. Let's just say that. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank you all so much, C2K.
You welcome. Thank you.
Adonis, Helios for being on the Dark Angel Talk Show, and things like that. And I hope everyone has a good night. Again, everyone stay tuned for my 3 or 4 parts of my little other video that I'm going to be doing, to explain my story and
Oh,
my
can I say one more thing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Something that it was mentioned in his show. It just came in my mind. They were talking about the Dark Angel name. Guess who is the creator of that name? Me. I was the one that created the name of Dark Angel. Okay? I was the one that came with the idea of Dark Angel. If you got a problem, you could come to me. But you are so scared to come to me because you know you're scared of me. And at the same time, I created Dark Angel in 2003. Okay? I did. And she is the new Dark Angel. Very soon, something that you didn't want her to do. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna become a wrestler very soon. And who's gonna train her? Oh yeah, who's gonna train her? It's gonna be Tim. It's gonna be Kevin. It's gonna be Drake Wolf. It's gonna be that man over here too, Gunshot. And it's gonna be me. You looking at these people right now, her trainers. And we definitely gonna turn baby well for her to become a great wrestler.
and a champion.
And winning champions too. Something that you didn't want her to be. That's what I have to say.
All right. All right. I hope everyone has a good night. Make sure y'all stay tuned in my 3 or 4 parts of my document of my little videos that I'm going to be doing, and I will see y'all next episode.
Wait, before we go, to give the audience a tip of advice to use in life, buy toilet paper, don't wipe your ass with chlorine wipes.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
that's all I had to say.
Anyways, ignore
Right here.
that. But have a good night, y'all.
All right.
If you happen